received numerous reports about being
MOT.
Why is that an issue?
Oh, it's a bylaw here.
Alright, okay.
And why is it an issue?
Yeah.
Right, well, why don't you have a wee think about what you've just said?
I still find it incredibly difficult to believe that Chris actually ditched his family in Sweden and travelled all the way home, drove all that way home, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of miles, just to get his MOT done, and then drove all the way back. I'm having a hard time believing it, and I still think that he's going to come out with some elaborate ruse that it's actually been I don't know how, but it feels like I'm being pranked here, right? It does, but we'll wait and see. But in the meantime, the comments were absolute gold on their vlog, and they haven't deleted them, so Chris must be still on his way back then, I guess. Is Mr. Ingham back from his trip home yet? And then there's lots of defensive comments. You make no sense. Who is Mr. Ingham? It's Ingham, don't you know? And yeah, it was lots of very valid points about him going home and going back and forth. It was very funny. If you have time, just stop the video and watch and read them. Brilliant stuff they are indeed. Now, the thing that I don't get is the IFAM who constantly defend them and say, oh, well, what if they did go home? What if he did go home? It's no business of yours. And it's like, well, they're vlogging their life and pretending to you something that didn't happen, right? So why wouldn't you be upset? Even if you weren't a hater, you know, you would be still like, well, why is he lying? You know, just tell us what you're doing. Or don't pretend you're doing something that didn't actually happen, or, you know, things like that. Anyway, there was one very interesting comment which they ended the thread with, which I didn't really take too kindly to. It's our favourite IFAM, Mama Dun Dun. She said, sod off back to the delusional bully page. Right, and I'm not bothered about that, obviously referring to myself. You know, I'm not a bully, but it's what she said. She ended it by saying, you pathetic, jealous bellends, right? So my issue with this is, firstly, it's on a family channel page with kids reading, you absolute moron, right? You shouldn't be saying stuff like that on a family channel page with kids reading. Should you? No. Secondly, not one person in that entire thread, hater or no hater, IFAM or no IFAM, not one person actually swore or was nasty to another person. No, nobody was that nasty, and this person just comes along and just, you know, nails it. And yeah, it was horrible, I felt, and it was unnecessary. And yeah, they say that everybody else, like people, yeah, they were there to cause a bit of trouble and a bit of laugh. It was funny, but nobody was nasty about it. So, you know, go figure who's the worst one there, Mama Dum Dum. On a more serious note, though, I do hope that Chris Ingham has returned safely from his little adventure. It sounds like it was quite the effort to go, you know, all that way back home just for a few minutes and then travel all the way back again. Maybe he just stayed. Maybe he thought, oh, I can't be bothered going all the way back home. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. They can maybe catch a tractor through the snow or something as their travelling method. Yeah, there'll be a kind of farmer up that way, I'm sure. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know if there's farmers in Norway. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. There was more serious issues afoot lately. Meanwhile, while Chris is heading back from home, back to the Arctic, there's a storm brewing in Norway.
And at the moment, a very powerful jet stream is running across the Atlantic, and this has explosively deepened an area of low pressure, which, through Wednesday night, will run into Norway. Now, Norway's used to windy weather and deep lows, but this is something else. Red warnings in force for Norway, and they've named it Storm Ingham.
That's right, a red weather warning for Storm Ingham. You couldn't write this shit, could you really? It actually says Ingham, by the way. It's not Ingham, but it's close enough to get my attention, certainly. So they did put up a vlog, surprisingly. It was a little bit late, but it actually did happen. So let's take a quick look through that. And it will just be a quick look because the vlog was pretty shit. But I'll try and put a decent spin on it, Chris, okay? I'll try my best. I know you didn't try your best, but let's give it a go, shall we? So it was a room tour of the hotel that they stayed at. We had one of those the day before, I'm sure we did. Chris, I'm absolutely loving the cinematic effects of your intro. It's absolutely outstanding. Return to the Arctic. Will you come with us to return to the Arctic for never before seen images of things that we did once before, but we just never showed you, or maybe we did show you. We might be going to a hotel or two, but it'll be different hotels this time because, you know, we're all about the change and all about the novelty, right? So, yeah, speaking of which, I did a really good TikTok the other day. I put it on TikTok. Ironically, it's on TikTok, yeah. If you're not following my TikTok, go over there and follow me. I'm putting some brilliant stuff on. They're going absolutely crazy for my shit over there, honestly. This TikTok log, it's a breeze, alright? Anybody that says it's not, it is. Chris, you should get yourself on TikTok, alright? Again. That's why I thought I'd missed it. Right, so the title of the video was Room Tour of their hotel suite, right? And I got to the end of the vlog and I thought, hang on a second, there was no room tour. So that was it. That wasn't a tour. That was just a few pictures put together and stuck in a little montage. It wasn't a room tour. Would be, you know, this is our room, this is what we get, this is the bathroom and things like that you usually do, right? That was a nothing, honestly. That was embarrassing, Chris. You're embarrassing yourself.
So excited! I'm just so excited to go to the beach.
Oh, you're excited for a walk at the beach. Mila, I don't want non-stop sticking pretzels in my mouth. She's got a little bag of pretzels she's brought in from the van and she literally is sticking them in my mouth every 2 seconds. I don't want one, thank you.
Jimmy!
Oh, last one then. Oh, you sucked all the flavour off of that. That's grim. Mila, that's grim. Right, let's all finish getting our shoes on and get out of here.
Look at these guys, all sat together watching some film before we go down to the beach. All three brothers and sisters sat together.
Well, brother and sisters, you love this one, don't you?
So did you just get bored of looking after your baby now, or did your older kids get bored of looking after her, or did you thought that Jason Miller could just look after her, just prop her up there again on the sofa? Just, it seems a bit like, yeah, just put her there in the corner. She's perfectly safe. Don't worry, she's not going anywhere. Haters.
The three littlies all sat chilling together.
And the big one.
So
Isla's
cute.
sat there too.
And my little big one. My little big one.
Isla's the little big one.
You're my medium one, Els.
Ella's the little big one.
You okay, guys? Yeah, all good? You okay, Rory? Yeah?
Trying to get this toy.
Yeah, did you get two? Did you get two?
Stop pointing the camera directly at your baby, Chris. Nobody's interested. Sorry to be the bearer of bad tidings, but nobody finds your children as interesting as you do, right? And if they do, they need help, right? Because anybody that watches a child with the interest of their parents is, you know, probably needs to be on some sort of register. Just saying, not saying that all the IFAM, Mama Don Don, right, need help, but, you know, they're not your kids. They're really not. I don't know what else to tell you. Doesn't Sarah look really stumpy there? I can't put my finger on it, what it is about her. She looks quite sort of wide. I'm not calling her fat or anything, right? She just kind of looks a little bit wide. Her hair looks quite short, which is unusual. Maybe it's tucked into her jacket, possibly. And she's wearing trainers. None of it just goes, it just doesn't feel right. What is it about it? Somebody tell me what it is. I'm seeing that it makes it feel weird. Imagine standing behind your 2-year-old, following her with a camera pointed down below. You know, it must look very odd from the casual onlooker, seeing some weird Nomi-hatted man, following a child around with a camera pointed behind her. You know, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you, Chris, but it must look weird. Remember that time that somebody accused you of being, you know, the P word whilst you were in a restaurant because you were filming your kids? And that was funny. So yes, in case anybody's confused about what is actually going on here, those two are filming a TikTok, which if you haven't seen it, it's absolutely legendary. You know, it is the stuff of legends, just what an 18-year-old usually does with their 14-year-old sister. You know, just, yeah. And we're getting the privilege of seeing a behind-the-scenes footage of that, how it looks behind the scene, you know, as it's been filmed. It's so interesting.
You need a hug.
Can you let go now?
You feel better?
No.
Then it hasn't kicked in yet.
Now you tell me that that's not interesting. I thought you'd all enjoy that. Thank me later. Gotta say though, if that is all Isabel's got in her life, then God help her, right? You know, that college work must be taking a battering right now, right, Isabel?
this is a lovely way to blow away those cobwebs. Jace, just be careful. Jace is all about finding the knight. He wants to be a knight in shining armour. Okay. Yes, Isabel. Oh God, my fingers are from. Why'd you take your coat off? I was like, is she in sick? Does I need to film? TikTok. I need to film TikTok.
Did you though? Did you really need to film a TikTok? You know you're 18 years of age now. Are you there to be the influencer? It wasn't even for your own channel. It was for your sister's channel to try and make her a star. You know, I think you're beating a dead horse with that one, to be honest.
Dad, your phone! Babe, your phone! Look how red my fingers are. So basically Chris just running with Jace and just dropped his phone out of his pocket and it went on the floor. So we just come down to this little beach. As you guys know, this is where we were in the sauna yesterday, and this is the pier that we ran out to the end of to try and jump in. That was a big fat fail. But it's all good, we still had a great time. And this is the walk we were supposed to be doing today. I don't know why I just said supposed to be doing. We didn't actually have a plan. I just said there is a coastal walk. I don't know if you can see in the distance just there people walking. There's like a path that goes all the way around, I guess, to the other cove, or to the cove on the other side. What's going on here? Are you even a dad if you're not pretending to throw your child in the sea at some point? Dramas over sticks. Anyway, it's absolutely lovely here, but I wouldn't say it's freezing. I'm kept nice and toasty. I'm so happy I can actually wrap Aurora up in this as well as myself. But my hands are very cold, so I think we're going to head back to the van and get a cup of tea. Back in the warmth of the van. We've just been having a bit of a sort out of clothes and things like that, so it's actually about 4 o'clock now.
Chris deciding which of his best beanies he should take back with him, and his which grey t-shirt he should wear and which brown pair of trousers, because we all know that he doesn't have just the one pair of brown trousers. No, he needs to pick out which ones he's going to take back with him on his little hollybobs from his hollybobs.
Just been working things out. We had a spot of lunch. Yes, Mila.
It's so windy, she says.
It's windy. The van's been rocking a little bit, but
so that's how you managed to create Storm Ingham. You and Chris, you were rocking that caravan, weren't you? And it created waves, and Storm Ingham was born.
Always is windy when you're at the coast. Anyway, Chris is about to put the kettle on and make us some cups of teas. And me and Esme are about to play. What's this game, Ez? Esme got for Christmas? Fuzzies.
Yeah.
Is it called Fuzzies? I don't know what it's actually called. Warning. It's a tower game with pom-poms.
Esme got that game for Christmas. Are you sure? The 14-year-old TikTok influencer. Did she, are you sure that was the game? Did you actually get that for... No, you didn't. Seriously.
Oh, it is called Fuzzies.
Yeah.
Basically, here's the aim of the game. Basically build a tower with your pom-poms and then take in turns and don't let the tower fall down. Sounds a bit lame. Actually really quite fun. Pardon, Esme? Pardon?
I said I don't think people say lame anymore.
So does that make me lame?
Yeah.
Do you think I'm just going to say words that are trendy?
They probably do, but I've just not heard it around this family ages, or on TikTok or anything.
Oh my god. So basically, Esme there has just told us everything you need to know about this family, right? She has not heard the word lame around her family or on TikTok. So it mustn't exist. It mustn't be a thing, because God forbid there's people out with her family circle and TikTok, you know, that she might speak to. What about your friends? Most people in that situation, if they hadn't heard a word anymore or thought it was lame in actual fact, would say, oh, none of my friends say that. But no, it's nobody on TikTok says that. Wow. Just wow. there were not many words left for that, to be honest.
Oh, well, if you've not heard that word on TikTok then.
In the family, I've not heard anyone say it. There's new words.
That makes you lame, Esme. We'll both be lame together, it's all good. Woo!
Oh.
Okay, so if you didn't pick that up, that was really, really nasty. So anybody that thinks that Esme is this really loving sister to her younger sister, you know, you might want to listen to this one more time. I will replay it for those who missed it. Now, Esme is snarking back at Isla and calling her Lewis Capaldi. Now, if you don't know what's going on, here is the backstory. A few months ago, Isla got a bit of backlash, a bit of hate on TikTok from people who were calling her Lewis Capaldi. And there was a big thread on it at the time. I can't actually find the original thread that I'm thinking of, but Esme was actually laughing along with that thread, in actual fact. I'm sure she even hearted it as well. And it was up there for a while. And she, you know, it was hate directed at Isla, and Esme just went along with it. This is another comment which is pointing it out as well. Unfortunately, I can't find the original screenshot, as I said. But for Esme to know that Isla has had hate directed at her for this, and then to actually call her that's nasty. That is really, really nasty. I'm sorry, but it's really nasty. Sarah, I don't know what you're doing with your kids.
Okay. What colour's that, Mila? What colour? Tell me. Yellow. We got to place it on. So I'm just going to plop it right there. Esme's turn.
Matt's turn. I think it says the colours on the top of some of them.
Green. Actually, we can just pop them back in there. Thing once we've done that.
Oh no.
Oh no, you can't push it in. You can't be pushing it in.
That was mean.
Oh, pink. I'm gonna take this one.
You did it?
I did it.
Means orange.
I
I'm taking one from right here.
Oh, you're about to tumble it down.
Mom! Why is it leaning?
You can turn the platform. You can turn it. You just can't move out your seat.
No, Mom. I think I can do it. I am confident. That's not fair.
Esme lost.
That's annoying. That annoyed me.
Esme's a sore loser. Let's make another fuzzy tower. Put them all back in, Mimi.
Put them all back in.
There we go. Got to push them all down to make a fuzzy tower.
I did.
Me and Jason, you are going to play Mila. You ready? Ooh, don't touch it yet.
Can we do it with...
Okay, you have to do the tweezers. We have to pick one off the top of this pile. See what colour it is. Pick one off the top, Jace. What colour's on the other side?
Yellow.
Okay, so you've got to take the tweezers and very slowly pick any yellow. And then, that's it. You've got to make it bigger. Don't let the tower pop all over.
It might be a little...
Clever, that's it. Ooh! You can actually do it with your fingers, it says on the instructions. Wait a minute, Mila. Pick a card off the top. Jace, you've got to put yours back on the top. That's it. That's okay. Good boy.
It's still on the top, yes.
Okay, Mila, you choose one.
You.
The top one. There we go. What colour's that?
Blue.
Yay! So you got to pick a blue one off. Do you want to do it with your fingers? It might be easier. No, it's okay, Dace. Don't touch. She can try. There we go. Whoa! That's it. Whoa! Whoa! You've got lots of challenges. Yeah, we're good. Oh, she's still digging.
Mila.
Okay, so Isla's turn.
You need to.
Hold it. Push it down. Whoop! Whoop! Now don't touch Mila. Okay, Isles, you have to pick one up. You can do it with your fingers or the tweezers.
Okay. Right.
Maybe the tweezers will be best for us.
Orange.
Orange.
There we go. Can you not take them off the top?
I don't know. No.
You can.
No. Ooh. Okay. Blue. Wait a minute, Mila. Oh, Mila. Guys, don't laugh. That's not funny. Mila.
Stop! They're going everywhere.
It was a whole. No, Mila.
I'm trying to resist the urge to do that. It's okay. Don't do that again, Mimi.
Why have I got one tangled in my hair? Oh my gosh. Right, we're going to... Do you want to play again, Isla?
If you want.
Yeah, pop them all back in and we'll play it again. Without Mila this time. Right, guys, I think we're actually going to end the vlog here because I think we've only actually woke up, gone for a walk on the beach and then filmed playing a game. But we are planning on... Chris has just been doing a shuffle around in the garage of all of the clothes and bits and all the stuff that's stored in the garage, food, snacks, things like that. And he's going to come in, make a cup of tea, and I think we're going to drive for a couple of hours. So there's not going to be anything else to film for the rest of the day, and that's...
I get it, Sarah. I get it. Don't worry. Chris is sorting his stuff out. You're going to drive towards the port and drop him off, right? Something like that? Or no, he's going to drop you off because he needs the van. Sorry. Don't know what's happening.
Kind of the theme of this trip. I'm not saying the theme's going to be that we're going to be driving a lot, so there's not going to be any vlogs. I'm saying on days... Excuse me. Some days, when we are doing a lot of driving, the vlogs are just going to be shorter. I know that on past trips... No, you can't... It's not an apple. Oh, there is an apple. There you go. Yeah, don't eat that side. That's got a little... Is that alright? Yeah, it's just a little bruise. Don't eat the bruise, okay? Start from that side. And I'll cut that off in a second. What was I just saying? What was I just saying? I always do this because my brain is like mush at the minute.
On the days that we're driving.
Yeah, on the days that we're driving. So usually on past trips we've really stressed big time about vlogging and what content we're going to be able to get that day because we're driving a lot. And it didn't ruin the trip, but it did put a bit of pressure on me and Chris, like just stressing about what we could film that day.
I get you, Sarah. I get you. You don't want to film much because you're not going to be able to, are you? Because Chris is going to be at home or on his way home and on his way back. You're going to have to film quite a few days worth of nothingness. So you better get vlogging now so that you can stitch something together.
And I don't want to do that. So if we're in a position like we are today where we know we're going to be setting off driving, usually we just continue vlogging and then just film random bits. But no, today we're just going to end it and have a bit of a shorter vlog. Some days it will be interesting and the drives will be spectacular. Like it's dark outside now, so there's not going to be much to film. If it's obviously on a day where there's going to be incredible sights and things to see, then obviously we will film that as well, because I know like you guys love to see things like that. But I just think this drive's going to be a lot of main roads and motorway and dark outside, so not too much to see. So that's why we're ending today's vlog a little bit earlier than usual. Saying that, we're back tomorrow with a banger. So thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you back here tomorrow at 5 PM. Good night, guys. What's wrong? What's wrong? Good night, guys.
So yeah, that's absolutely horrendous, but you know, it's necessary for them, and they have laid the groundwork for the fact that they're not going to be able to vlog very much. But I've got something more interesting that nobody knows, or not many people know. Some of you might know. Anyway, it's it's going to be a freebie for us all. It's great. It's fun. It's exciting. Now, this is from the Matrix group, right? It's all kicking off there. So we're down to just 30 people left in the group now from what was 70 originally. And this person wrote a few days ago, I just want to wish you all the best of luck with your journeys. I will be leaving this group as it's a wasted monthly fee we are all paying. Unfortunately, Chris promises to keep engaging with us, but has failed to again. I found more free information elsewhere than I have on here the past few months. No bad vibes towards Chris. I know family and everything else can get in the way, but sometimes it's just best and fair to say it isn't manageable. So this person has been a very active member of the group, so, value their input greatly. And somebody replied and said, me too, I will be leaving this group today. I feel exactly the same as you. And in fact, that person did in fact leave the group that very day. And the original poster replied, I'm a little gutted to be honest, but it isn't worth staying, unfortunately. Now, they had one person defend them, but then Chris finally broke his silence after what has been a tumultuous month, or 2024 for Chris Ingham, because he's not been around. The last time he had posted on this group was December 31st, New Year's Eve. Absolutely, I know. This was the very first time he's been on the group in the year, right? The whole year, nearly a month gone, right? And he said, hey guys, I completely agree with you. I appreciate so much your faith and your join in the first place. I am heavily overcommitted at the moment, which is not my excuse. There's no excuse, really. I should be much more on top of this. Bear in mind, by the way, this is probably coinciding with him travelling on the ferry here or there, going back or forwards when he was, on his way back. But it's also very hard when, even when I do share info, etc., I get very little engagement. So I have felt lost as to who is here wanting to learn, etc. It's because nobody's interested in your shit, right? Nobody's interested in things that you're posting. People are not just not interested, Chris. I will be turning this into a free group, so I hope you do stay. There's lots to share and to learn from. It's turning it to be free. It's going to be free, guys. You can join. You can all come and join. Absolutely magic, right? But I definitely have not felt that anyone was particularly engaged and into the journey, which has definitely demotivated a little. But there's lots to learn and share if there are people actually in here taking steps to better their own situations, etc. So don't leave just yet. I will change it all to a free group tonight, and hopefully we can all start chatting more from now. That's lovely. I'd love it to be free, Chris. I'm sick of paying nearly £10 a month, honestly. How do I know if it's free or not? Okay, I don't know how to check if it's free, right? Because I don't know, actually. So I can't check just yet if he has changed it. Sorry, I'll get back to you on that one. Anyway, yeah, so everybody come along, join. I'm not sure if he's advertised this as being free yet, but let's get in there. We can all have a little conversation together, It'd be great. Jamie, if you're watching this, you can come back. Unless you're permanently banned, I don't know. Anyway, that is just something aside, their lives are nothing but exciting, I've got to say. I mean, the vlog itself was absolutely horrendous. It was a walk on the beach and then a game of God knows what that was. And that was it. Yeah, I can't see many iFams sticking around for that absolute nonsense. Anyway, if you've enjoyed my content, which I feel personally has been better than theirs, please give it a massive thumbs up and comment all of your thoughts about it down below. subscribe to the channel if you're new. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and bye bye.